Hey Simrays, be right here with another episode of Let's Play The Sims 4 Seasons. So in the last episode, it was Julia's birthday and she actually aged up into a young adult. She is currently back at the summer camp where she works because she had an early start at her job. So right now, Macy is just enjoying some breakfast with her fathers. They did spend the night and basically she's like, okay, I cannot keep this in anymore. Like, what is going on with you guys? You have been so, like, morose the last few days, and, like, I just feel like something's going on, and you're hiding it from me. So, Terrence is finally going to tell Macy what's actually going on. So, Emmett had a preliminary diagnosis of having amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, so ALS. And this is a degenerative disease where you start to slowly lose your control over your motor skills. And they first noticed it because Emmett was dropping things, like unexplainably having some tremors in his hands and just like not able to really control his hand on his right side. So basically they went to the doctor and did a bunch of tests and came out with this preliminary diagnosis. However, they have yet to determine whether it is ALS, the kind that affects 90% of the ALS population, or familial ALS, which it impacts about 5 to 10% of people diagnosed with ALS. So the most common kind is not genetic. And then the more rare form is actually a genetic form of ALS. And so basically they don't really want to tell anyone other than Macy at this point until they know what kind he has. They don't want to worry Julia. She just aged up. Like, she has a busy summer. They want her to enjoy it. And Macy doesn't necessarily agree with this decision, but she's going to respect her parents' wishes because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's Emmett's decision whether or not people should know about it. And I will say that I will link information about ALS down in the description if you want to learn more about it. But this is something that has been impacting Emmett for a few months at this point. And, they just got the official diagnosis. They still need to do, as I said, additional tests to find out exactly what they're dealing with at this point. But it is uncurable. And unfortunately, people who do have ALS usually end up dying from that disease, and it slowly affects your motor neurons to the point where usually someone stops being able to speak, eat, and eventually breathe. So it is a terminal disease, unfortunately, but there are therapies and interventions that can slow down the progression of the disease, but Unfortunately, Emmett's probably going to pass away from this at some point. So it is very serious. And I feel like Macy's not really sure like how to take this. I am going to have her go ahead and like just kind of get along with her day because her fathers are planning to leave soon. Emmett's just feeling really tired and he honestly just can't really handle the fact that he just told his daughter about this disease that is eventually going to take his life. So I do think that I'm going to have them go ahead and go on their day and let Macy continue with hers, and we will catch up with Julia, Aspen, and Sol over at the summer camp. Here we are currently at the summer camp and Julia is heading up an art class. Unfortunately, the group is not working quite as I had hoped. So it's currently just Julia and Aspen doing an art class together. And then the boys are outside swimming around and having a nice little swim session. And again, it's not really working for the boys camp either. So this lot is wonderful. It's so beautiful. I love it. The only thing, well, let me put it up so you can see it. So Simproof did an amazing job with this lot. Like, there's a little cabin so it could be a sleepaway camp, which Aspen and Sol are actually sleeping away at the camp, and then Julia and Connor have specific nights that they will be camp counseling overnight. And then there's like this main building where like all the activities are. And it's absolutely beautiful. The only critique that I have, because it's not even like, is that because this pool is so large and everything's around the side, it's really hard to get to this building or to go anywhere outside of these cabins here. You have to swim over. So I probably should have put it on a larger lot, but it took me so long to put this lot down that we're just gonna experience it on the lot size that she had intended, and more just, I guess, as an FYI, when you're building, if you want to have like multiple things in a lot, I just recommend using a larger lot size, and then also giving yourself a perimeter, at least like 1 square all the way around, so that Sims can like walk to and from places. But I could never create anything like this. Like, she did an amazing job. It's definitely like, I don't mean to throw any shade or anything, it's just an FYI. If you're ever building something similar to this, you just want to probably play test it before you put it up. But anyway, like I said, I couldn't create something like this, so I am in awe of what she has done. So there are these cute little cabins here. They can actually sleep quite a few Sims, like 3 to 4 Sims per cabin. And then there is a full-size kitchen, so you don't have to worry about them getting hungry. It looks like there's like meant to be like a little story time area. There's even a grill outside, and then there are bathrooms over here. So, and that's like totally reminiscent of a camp where you have to like walk really far to go to the bathroom and the showers and stuff. And like once you're in your cabin for the night, you're kind of like there. And then upstairs is, like I said, a skill building area, and she included like the little boards for the scouts to check their progress, which I think is really smart. Like, I wouldn't have thought to do that. But yeah, this is where they are going to be spending their summer, and I don't think I addressed this either. So they are currently on a holiday of summer break, and it really only impacts children and teens. So this tradition was created by Little Miss Sam, and it allows you to have your children's Sims take off of school without impacting the parents, which I really like. So you can actually have a summer vacation if you want and still have your adult Sims make money. So I definitely took advantage of that. If you look at the calendar, we have it for the whole thing of summer, and then we have like essentially it's Summerfest, but it's basically like the American 4th of July. And then on Saturday will be Aspen's birthday, so she'll be aging up into a teenager. Like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. Yeah, so I'm so excited for that. And oh yeah, so she's supposed to, according to the game, age up in winter, but I feel that when we started the Let's Play, like, she's older than her brother, so I didn't want them to age too close together. And it just made sense to me for her to age up into a teenager, because like shortly after Julia aged up into an adult, because they're like basically one generation, I guess, behind each other. So I didn't want to have too big of an age gap between Aspen and Julia. But this summer camp is so lovely. Like, I absolutely love it. The pool looks beautiful. I love how she had all of the like vegetation inside the pool, the rocks and stuff. Like, it just really does kind of look like a lake, which I think is really awesome. I wish that we had water sports, because that would be really nice if we could make ponds and have like kayaks or something. That would be awesome. But this is just so sweet. And they're all here. Okay, so their groups are here. So let's see if we can, like, I almost feel like the boys are kind of doing like their athletics. I don't know, the girls are swimming too. But I did want to explore the scout feature of seasons, because we have, that's like one of the things we have not looked at so far, and I just kind of want to bring this board somewhere that's easy to get to. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and have Aspen go ahead and view her badge progress, because I really don't even remember where they're at in terms of their scouting career activity thing. I'm not really sure what it's called. So let's see what her progress is, so we know which badges we need to work on. Okay, so arts and crafts, she has 1 because she just made the one upstairs with Julia. Civic responsibility, she's at 4 of 8. So you can earn this badge from performing cleaning or repair actions. So I guess since she's a child, that would be cleaning. And then give back, she has no progress on that as of yet, nor does she have it for good deeds. That's so terrible. She has 1 of 6 towards keep fit, I guess because she was just swimming. 1 of 6 for outdoor activities, so catching fish, finding frogs. That's why I did this in Windenburg and on the islands, because they have like so many fishing spots and stuff, and I thought it just made sense. So scholarly aptitude, 0 of 5, sociability, 2 of 12, and then young scientist, 0 of 5. So I feel like it didn't quite track the progress the way that it should have, because she is a whiz kid. Is there a chess table here? Because that would be helpful. I don't see one, but I think I'll probably put one in, because that's one of her things that she needs to do. Alright, so I did put it in a chess table, and I'm going to have her go ahead and play with someone. So maybe Annalise Ahmed. She can play with her. And then let's just see where Sol is at with his badge progress. I don't think either of them is very far. Like, they should have more for the nature, because they went fishing in the one episode. That's why I feel like this isn't quite tracking it the way that it should be. What is he doing? Oh, he's roasting marshmallows. Oh my god, who lit the fire? Who lit the fire and then just let little kids, like, hang out by themselves? This is so terrible. That's awful. Connor, you suck. So he doesn't really have, the only thing he has progress on is outdoor activities, so 1 of 6. Connor, you're a terrible camp counselor. Like, come supervise these kids. Okay, so he did that. I don't know if roasting marshmallows counts, so we'll just try that. We'll roast a hot dog. And Connor's coming over to supervise this fire. And what is she eating? Is that camper stew? Ooh, who made that? Yummy. I did make 2 camp counselors, so they're or I should say camp owners. So there's Theresa Wilder and Emery Wilder, and there will be a cast video for them. They are up on the gallery. You can get them under B. Ray Sunny. That is my EA ID. I think they're a really cute couple. They are a married couple. They own this camp, and they run it in the summers, obviously. But I like the way they turned out. I think they're really cute. So it looks like Julia needs to use the restroom. How is your game of chess going here, my darling? Oh, she really has to go potty. Oops. That was so cute. I love like how social they are and how many friends like Aspen and Sol have. Let me see. It's like I don't know how to navigate in here. They have a lot of friends. Also, their family knows a lot of people. Like, it's kind of amazing. He's not super close to some of the people in his camp group. I think Aspen definitely has more friends than Sol does. But it looks like everyone is getting hungry. So he's roasting marshmallows. Let's have Aspen come in here when she's done and go ahead and grab a serving of that. Looks like Julia's okay. Connor needs to use the restroom, so probably should have him do that. And yeah, it's just been like a low-key kind of day. It's kind of hard to make this super structured camp experience, But I definitely think that downloading this lot or something similar to it will add a lot to your season's gameplay. So I highly recommend it. Like I said, I just recommend placing it probably on a slightly larger lot. That was my mistake. But other than that, I really like it. And I'm curious, have you guys played this lot, or do you have any summer camp lots that you recommend or that you have played? And what is your favorite summertime gameplay? I'm curious. I know Seasons is super old at this point, but I still think it's probably one of the best packs and adds the most to your game for what you pay for it, in my opinion. Let's see. Maybe we'll have Emery add a law. Oh, Connor's already doing that. Oh, that's so sweet. She gave him a little kiss on the cheek. Let's have him tell a story to the group. So maybe a ghost story about goblins, and he can just tell it to the boys' camp. Since they're all sitting there. Oh, this is such a nice moment. Look at them all hanging out in front of their campfire. And the girls are all swimming. They're like, yeah, we're going for a late night swimming. It's so cute. Who is this little girl? This is Summer. Okay, Summer Hastings. And who is this one over here? Alaska Hastings. So looks like the Hastings family really sent all their kids to camp. Elliot Goth. I don't even remember who the kids were that I added to their camp groups here. Aw. Looks like Aspen's feeling super playful. Look at her with her sunglasses. She seriously is too cool. She's probably like the coolest little nerdy kid I know. So it looks like she got to play 2 games of chess. So if we play one more, then we get to move on to the next milestone. So I'm probably going to have her go ahead and play again. But we'll play with Summer Hastings when she's done and she wants to go swimming. Oh, she has to go to the bathroom. Bladder needs always ruin everything. Alright, so we said she'd play with Summer. Aww. I feel like Julia's such a good counselor. Like, she's been hanging out with all the girls, checking in on them. Definitely doing better than Connor was doing. Like, he's just like standing there, not even watching them. I like the way the campfire looks at night. Like, I don't really play with these features that much. I probably should. But this looks like a lot of fun. Although it looked like Sol's marshmallow was pretty burnt. I'm not gonna lie. Oh no! Put it out! Fire! But I do think that this is the perfect place to leave off for today. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you like this episode, please be sure to give it a big fat thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys later.